Okay, so I've started working on the oil unloading platform. It's kind of a kit bash in itself, or a scratch build for that matter. It's looks like it's put together with all kinds of crazy parts, and it's got some history as well. Looks like they started with a vertical ladder, and then that got a bit crazy, and then they went to a regular stair. But they left the vertical ladder and all the railings in place and just put the stair on top of it. All kinds of cool things going on here. So what I've been working on is the four boxes that you see from the yellow box on the right over to the what I believe is the pump control box with the no smoking sign on it on the left. And the big cabinet there is the electrical box. And then I think the other one, the kind of bluish gray one, I think is just supplies for pumping, like fittings and endings and stuff like that. So I'll just pan down and show you what I've been working on. So these are my parts that I got so far. So I've put together a basic structure, and I don't want to do any more on that because there's all kinds of plumbing and stuff before I put the cross members on that needs to go in. I did build all the cabinets. Those are, well, I guess every one of them is based on a chunk of cedar again. I like my cedar. And then I got some plastruct, what is it, 10 thou sheet for the doors. And then I cut out the locks and the hinges and stuff. Let's see if I can zoom in here a bit. Yeah. So the locks are made out of 0.3 mil wire, brass wire, and the handles as well. And then there's a bit of piano wire on for the post of this guy. They're kind of tiny, I can't even pick them up. What do we got here? Let's zoom back out. There we go. Oh, 8 times, that's not good. Okay, let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. So that's the, what I think is the safety sheet door. And that's the yellow cupboard above, if you remember. And then this guy here, I believe is the electrical cabinet that runs the pump. So it's got a whole bunch of stuff here. I just made the handle out of a piece of aluminum. Legs are aluminum, and then the latch is aluminum as well. And then styrene and cedar for the base. I'll have to prime that. And the legs are aluminum. What else? This one I believe is the cabinet for storing all the extra fittings and stuff for the plumbing. And it's a different kind of cabinet. That's the kind of gray blue one. And then this one's going to have some plywood backing, and I believe this is the control for the pump. And it's hinged on one side. It's got a little bit of an overhanging thing. And then these guys, let me show you, what did I build here? So these guys are the counterweights. And so that's built with styrene tubing, styrene rod, and some aluminum sheets that I've cut out. That's aluminum there. And then I drilled a 0.7 mil hole and put in the half mil rod, and then just burn the ends on each side just to make the, what do you call that? Almost like a rivet, actually. Anyway, so that should swing freely, and I'll just zoom back up and show you where those guys are. So there's 4 of them, 2 on the truck side and 2 on the rail side. Let's see if I can pull this down a bit. So the rail side is got the more counterweight. So it's got additional, see the yellow one painted on the left. That's got additional weight in it. And then there's 2 on this side. And the 2 smaller ones are for the truck platform here that folds down. And then the rail platform is probably 50% bigger and probably 50% heavier, so they've got more counterweight on there. So I'm going to make that functioning. I'll hinge it, and I'll see how far I can get on that. So that's my oil platform so far. And that, I kind of think this is going to be its own little diorama in front of the the warehousing building. So I'll have to put another sheet of a base sheet down, and that'll house all the the tanks and everything else. So it'll just be a really skinny one, and there'll be chain link fence on it, and that'll be a separately removable module. So that's where I'm at. I've ordered a bunch of other stuff in order to finish the piping, and I got pretty much every size of rod and tube coming, as well as all the architectural shapes. So that should get me. And then I've got, instead of my regular mesh or etched metal, I've got different etched metal coming as well. So that'll be more closer to the prototype. So that's it for now. Thanks for viewing.